How was it when you first came? What was your first initial impression?
I was tricked.
Okay, go ahead.
That's how I feel. I was tricked because I thought I was coming for a rehab, and it was Bible
Jesus
based.
camp.
Yeah, Bible based. So I'm like, well, I don't know much about the Bible, so it couldn't be bad.
Yeah,
I knew it was a higher power, but I ain't.
You didn't know his name was Jesus.
I ain't getting nothing about none of that.
Right.
I don't think I cared about that. So I said, okay, that's a plus.
Sure.
So then I was like, okay. So in my whole mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, I can do this.
Right.
9 months.
Sure.
I can knock that out.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I'm gonna go home and celebrate.
Yeah.
And then come back the week next.
Yeah.
But
no.
They said, we're gonna keep you today.
Yeah, we're doing it today.
I said, oh, I ain't got no clothes though.
We got plenty.
They said, oh, we got all that. They said, if you for sure you want to get sober, we're gonna keep you today.
That's right.
So I looked at my cousin because he brought me up here. Because he was ready to get me sober.
Yeah.
I said, it's because I'm gonna stay. So I've been here and on the 5th of next month, it'll be 11 months.
11 months.
Sober.
So that's awesome, man. How do you feel about that?
I feel great.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't know that you can enjoy life sober.
Hey guys, welcome to the Enrer the Mission Podcast. I'm George Webb, your host. I'm here with Jonathan Crosskey, who is a graduate of our program. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So I've been wanting to do this interview for quite some time. Me and Jonathan got along the entire time he's been in program. It's just been a cool friendship, we would say.
Okay.
And so he's had some radical change here while being at Brother Brian. So if you would, man, tell us a little bit about kind of what brought you here. What was going on in your life that made you come to Brother Brian?
Well, me personally, I didn't think I had a problem. But as I look back, since I've been here, I've started to see the changes of friendship and the relationship with my wife, getting the divorce and got kids that's getting older, and I'm waking up early in the morning drinking before I go to work, and then it just hit me like, hey, you got a problem.
You got a problem. It's like that. It comes on you very slow and subtle. And all of a sudden you look up and your life's much different than it used to be.
Way different. And I didn't think I had a problem though.
Yeah.
I thought I just enjoyed drinking.
Right. What was some of the things it was doing? Was it causing you to lose jobs or anything?
No, I ain't never lost a job, but I got suspended from one.
Okay.
From alcohol. I just, outburst at the supervisor.
Sure.
Yeah, threatened to fight him because I was drunk.
Right. Okay. So it changed behaviors and how you deal with people. Okay. And so you decided, what made you pick Brother Brian of all the places to go?
Well, actually, it's a funny story because
please share.
I just woke up one morning and I'd be outside smoking on my black, and then I reached for my bottle, and I looked at myself in the mirror. I said, man, it's before 6 o'clock in the morning. You finna take a shot of liquor. Wow. So I called my sister, and she stays over in Georgia, and I said, hey, I need help. And she was like, what's wrong? I said, I'm finna stop drinking. And I said, find me some help. So she found Brother Brian.
Okay.
And she was like, I found a place that'll take you. You gonna go? I said, yeah. She said, it's in Birmingham. I said, well, it don't matter where it's at. If they gonna help me stop drinking, I said, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
So.
All right. So how long were you drinking? I mean, like in your life? When did you start?
Man, I started when I was probably about 15, 14.
And you're only 20 now, so.
No, thank you though. Yeah, I try to keep that age.
Yeah, that's right. So how long were you drinking for?
It's been about 30 years.
Oh, wow. That's a long time, man.
Yeah.
So did you notice any kind of health problems start to happen?
Not necessarily, because I got this thing of if I stop doing what I'm going to do, then I might get sick or something. So,
I got you. So you never really gave it a chance to kind of show up?
No, because I don't go to the doctor unless I'm hurt.
Okay. I know people like that. All right. So you came to Brother Brian. How was it when you first came? What was your first initial impression?
I was tricked.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's how I feel. I was tricked. Because I thought I was coming for a rehab. And it was Bible
Jesus
based.
camp.
Yeah, Bible based. So I'm like, well, I don't know much about the Bible, so it couldn't be bad.
Yeah.
I knew it was a higher power, but I ain't.
You didn't know his name was Jesus.
I ain't getting nothing about none of that.
Right.
I don't think I cared about that. So I said, okay, that's a plus.
Sure.
So then I was like, okay. So in my whole mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, I can do this.
Right.
9 months.
Sure.
I can knock that out.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I'm gonna go home and celebrate.
Yeah.
And then come back the week next.
Yeah.
But
no.
They said, we're gonna keep you today.
Yeah, we're doing it today.
I said, oh, I ain't got no clothes though.
We got plenty.
They said, oh, we got all that. They said, if you for sure you want to get sober, we're gonna keep you today.
That's right.
So I looked at my cousin because he brought me up here. Because he was ready to get me sober.
Yeah.
I said, it's cuz I'm gonna stay. So I've been here and on the 5th of next month, it'll be 11 months.
11 months.
Sober.
So that's awesome, man. How do you feel about that?
I feel great.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't know that you can enjoy life sober.
Right. Well, you've been doing it so long. I mean, that's how you've known life.
Yeah, I thought I had to be drunk to do anything.
Right. So, how was the program? You were in the program. You did the 9-month. How was it for you? Like,
when I first got here, it was kind of wishy-washy for me because you got guys coming up to you. I love you, brother, and this and that. And I'm like, man, I don't love you. I don't even know you. So how I'm gonna say I love somebody when I don't even know you?
Right.
So I'm like, I said, you all right, but they grow on you.
Yeah, Heisman trophies, trying to stiff arm them.
Yeah, I did that a lot. But they grow on you. And then, I'm learning the Bible, and I kind of felt, dumb, because I ain't know nothing about the Bible. And then I ain't a good reader, so there's words in there that I don't know. And I'm like, okay, what's this word? And I'm still
it's a little frustrating.
Yeah.
A little overwhelming.
Especially when you got guys that they can be quoting scriptures. Right.
They grew up in the church.
Yeah, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, I hope they don't call on me.
Right. Yeah, try to hide in plain sight.
Yeah.
I've been there. So you went through the program, you graduated. What would you say some of the transformations that happened to you while Brother Ron?
Yeah, it teaches you how to be humble. Mm-hmm. That's a better me because I still got my ways that I'm fighting with the help of the Lord, but it's teaching me how to be patient and work with people and so work on myself and becoming one with the Lord and get a better relationship with him, because with him guiding me, I can't do wrong.
Yeah, amen to that. It's funny, as you were going through program, I saw kind of a shift happen in you, and it was real subtle, but it was like, for the longest time, I kind of felt like you had a wall to some of the information that was coming your way. It was almost like, well, that doesn't apply to me. Well, that doesn't apply to me. Well, I don't know if I'm with that or I'm with that. And then you start to see that you started to go, well, now if this is the case, then what about this? It's like you kind of like let it kind of take you over, and you kind of got there with it. I watched it. I was like, ooh. And we used to have, conversations about your development amongst the staff and say, man, something's happening in Crosskey. So and so it was encouraging, because you get to see the transformation happen in you. And you were always a good guy. It was just, but you could just see that you started to know the Lord and walk with him and trust him. It was just cool to watch, man.
And then cool. I got the bizarre questions that I be asking, and
for sure, and
you the one I come to.
It was fun. It was fun because I knew your questions were coming from a good place. They weren't from let me try to catch him and show that he doesn't know everything, that sort of thing, which is fine. You deal with those guys, but it was really, you sincerely wanted to understand.
Yeah.
So that you could believe it. I mean, you kind of looked at it like, I want to believe this. Help my unbelief a little bit.
Because, they say, you get judged on sin.
Right.
So I want to know, I'm like, I'm pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then, they say sinning in your mind. And that's like, you might well say you committed it. I'm like, I'm a goner.
Right.
And so that's why I'm like, I need answers. So, you know,
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared because I know I believe and trust in the Lord, but if He gonna drug me off my thoughts,
Yeah. I don't want nobody in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I can't keep Him out of my head.
That's right. That's right. Lord of all. It comes
Yeah.
with the all part.
But overall, I'm glad that my sister found this place because me and my wife, we got a better relationship, and we talking about, you know, working things out, and I'm a better role model for my kids. They don't see their dad as drunk.
Right.
Because I got a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old. And since
Critical.
I came here, this is their first time seeing me sober.
How does that make you feel? Like, how does that make you feel as a father?
It kind of made me cry the first time when they told me. They were like, "Dad, I'm proud of you." And I'm like, wow. For a child to say they proud of me, I'm like, ooh. So it hit home, and I was like, yeah. And then my sister, my daddy, brothers, all of them, they enjoy me being sober. And don't want me to go back to Montgomery.
Okay, no. We don't go back to the old life for sure. New life.
You got to make changes.
Yeah.
In order to work.
Yeah. So what would you say to the guy that may be like you, who thinks he doesn't have a problem when it comes to maybe getting involved with Brother Brian?
They need to sit back and what they call it, do a note on yourself. Inventory. Yeah. Do an inventory on yourself of what all you did to people and how many of them people still in your life and that are willing to be around you.
Yeah. Like a relational audit.
Yeah. Because you got people that they will be around you during certain events.
Right.
They don't want you at certain stuff because they don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So that right there, them bullet points are showing that you got a problem.
That's a good one.
Where people don't want to be around, like, oh, I ain't know they was doing this. I ain't know they was doing that.
Right.
Because they didn't want you there.
Right. Baseball games, kiddie events, like don't invite them to that. Party at the house, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you get certain activities you get to come to because they don't know what to expect. Right. So, you got a problem there.
Yeah. That's a good point, man. That's a good indicator. And what would you say to those people that help? Always ask, the volunteers, the people that donate, the people that, prayerfully get involved in churches. What would you say to those folks that you've interacted with while being here?
Oh, they do a wonderful job with helping out because we need it, and we need people like that know that they're willing to give second chances and willing to help people, and not just looking at your past.
Yeah.
Because, when folks look at your past and don't want nothing to do with you, that kind of bothers you.
Sure. How do you move forward? You can't move forward.
You can't because you still stuck in the past.
That's right.
Because you're like, oh, they don't want nothing.
Yeah.
But they come around and it's like nothing never happened.
Yeah.
They looking from that point on.
That's right.
And in the future.
Yeah. The Bible teaches us to see people as God sees them, and seeing these men that way. That is something they definitely do. They want to sow into that. They want to help that grow and nurture that. See, water and plant, that sort of thing. Very good, man. You got anything else for us? Words of wisdom. Give them that.
If anybody out there got any kind of problem, even if you don't think you have a problem, if you got that little doubt in your head, you got a problem. Brother Brian is the place to be.
Amen. Amen. Well, guys, I appreciate you checking this episode out with me and Crosskey here. If you want to know more, just simply subscribe to the channel, like, share it, get the word out of what God's doing here at Brother Brian Mission. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.